Is your snowblower spark plug gapped correctly? And how do you gap them? Hey guys and gals, welcome to Garage Gear. I'm JB. Just so we're clear here, these procedures are great for most two-stage snowblowers. The first step is going to be locating your spark plug and removing the boot. We're going to remove the spark plug using our socket wrench. Now your socket size may vary depending on your model, but this is a 13/16. We're going to loosen it right up. And out she comes. Let go. Okay, our spark plug is now free, and this little space right here between the electrode and the rest of the spark plug is known as your spark plug gap. And this is a spark plug gapping tool. It kind of reminds me of the coin that Two-Face is always flipping. You first. There's a variety of gapping tools out there, but they pretty much all do the same job. Ones like this are really cheap, and I'll have one linked down below in the description. And you can see that as we spin the spark plug gapping tool, the edge gets a little fatter as we go around. I already went ahead and marked mine at 0.03 inches, and this is the point where you want to go ahead and consult your owner's manual. Your manuals will usually tell you how much your spark plug should be gapped. In my experience, most snowblower spark plugs are gapped between 0.02 inches and 0.03 inches. Now my Craftsman manual calls for a gap of 0.02 to 0.03 inches. Great, let's gap it. Pretty simple here. We're going to take the electrode on the top of the spark plug and insert the edge of this spark plug gapping tool into that gap. From there, if it slides past our marked 0.03 inches, then we have to tighten it up. So let's see, we're going to slide it around and look at that, too big. We are gonna have to tighten this baby up a little bit. Now to tighten this up, all we gotta do is press on it here on the back side of the spark plug gapping tool and give it a little push. So let's give it a little press. It doesn't take much. Actually, that's not too bad. We're gonna take that because it's right between the 0.02 and the 0.03 inches that the instructions called for. This one looks like it's about 0.26, maybe 0.27. Not too shabby. This spark plug is now correctly gapped in the exact range that it needs to be. And to help this video get to where it needs to be with the YouTube algorithm, would you mind hitting that like button? Thank you. So this spark plug came out of the Craftsman snowblower. I marked it with a red mark so I know which one it is, and it is now correctly gapped. I'm gonna set this one aside. Now take a look at this. This is another spark plug I had sitting around, and this one is gapped just a little too tight. So if this is your problem, all you gotta do is use this hole here on the spark plug gapping tool, stick it in, and just pull on it ever so gently. That's what she said. It doesn't take much. All you gotta do then is remeasure, and boom, look at that. It opens it right up. This one is now set at 0.03 inches exactly on the dot. Perfect. Just keep doing a little either way and rechecking until you get it right. Now I'm gonna reinstall the Craftsman spark plug, and I'm gonna twist it in by hand first. This way the threads line up correctly. Not a lot of playroom here. Okay, and she's in snug. And then we're just gonna simply snug it down with a socket wrench until it seats firmly. Boom, that'll do. Reinstall the boot, and that spark plug is now good to go. Now, if your owner's manual calls for a specific torque setting and you have a torque wrench available, then I would recommend setting that spark plug to that correct setting. If you don't have a torque wrench, just grab your socket and snug it down until it seats firmly. Warning, don't over tighten it though, because then you could strip the threads on the engine or on the spark plug itself. That would make for a bad day. Oh, you bet your bippy. Let's check the Ariens Pro 32. Let's see what that one's looking like. Pop the spark plug boot out. The socket on it. Come on out. There we go. Now the gap for the spark plug in the Ariens manual calls for a gap of 0.027 to 0.03 inches. So let's see where this baby sits. It seems to be right at that 0.03 inches, maybe just a tad higher. Let's see if we can fine tune it just a little bit. Okay, so all we gotta do is just press it down just a tad. Boom. Let's see if that did it. 0.29, maybe 0.030, just a little bit more. Come on, JB, where's your muscles at? Yeah, right there, that's good. We're at about 0.028 to 0.029, good. Right in the zone where we need to be. Pretty simple, let's go put it back in. Thread her in by hand. Now, in case you're one of those that struggles to get your spark plug in, what you could do is insert the spark plug into this wrench tool here, and then just simply slide it in and twist it in like that. This will give you a little bit more leverage to twist it in. Then all I'm gonna do from here is just simply snug it down. Good. Reconnect the boot, and we are good to go. Both of these snowblowers are now properly gapped. Let's go fire up the Pro 32 and see how she starts. I got some more fun in store for the Craftsman coming up down the road. Now here's some tips and tricks to help you out. First off, why do we do this? Well, A good working spark plug plays major roles in the combustion processes inside your engine. If it's not achieving full spark, your engine will not be running at its full potential. If you want to maximize your engine's power right out of the box, so to speak, then you'll want to ensure that the gap is correct. Now, I have heard some mechanics say the gap does not matter. This may be true in some cases, but I'm going to play it safe. I go by the manual. You cannot go wrong this way, and your engine will perform as it should. How often should you check the gap on your spark plug? Well, in my experience, the gap on a snowblower spark plug doesn't really change all that much. It's kind of a one and done procedure. If you checked it every other year, you'd be good. And every time you check the spark plug to clean it, that's probably a good time to check the gap as well. If you're interested in learning how to clean a spark plug, I'll have that video linked down below in the description. And you might want to lean in for this one. These procedures work great on every other small engine too. Lawnmowers, leaf blowers, trimmers, you name it. For more cool garage gear content, click or tap the screen right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the garage.